the Storm Warning Show. Turn the radio up. Let's go. You're listening to the Storm Warning Show at BKS1Radio.com. You're listening to the Storm Warning Show at BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up. BKS1, BKS1, BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up. BKS1, BKS1, BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up. You're listening to the Storm Warning Show at BKS1Radio.com. You're listening to the Storm Warning Show at BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up. BKS1, BKS1, BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up. BKS1, BKS1, BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Hey, I'm the queen of comedy some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio, and this is the Storm Warning Show. Hey, I'm the queen.
It's your brother from another mother, J. Rue the Damager, representing, and I'm checking out the Storm Warning Radio Show with DJ Storm the General and Hurricane Kiss on BKS1Radio.com. You know what time it is.
Go.
Hey, what's up? I'm Chauncey Black. I'm E. Williams.
I'm Mark Middleton.
I'm Levi Lou.
And we are Blackstreet.
And you're watching the Storm Warning Show. No diggity,
no doubt.
Storm Warning, not warning.
What's good? You know what it is, man. It's the official Storm Warning Show. It's going down right now tonight. Peace and blessings to everybody on the check-in. You know how it goes down on Thursday night. BKS1 Radio Network. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. No matter what platform you are listening to us on or watching us on, share it out. Click the share button. Share it out. We got some information tonight, but I'm excited. Let me tell you why I'm excited. All right? I got a special guest in the building. He actually hails from my city of Plainfield and everything. We're going to talk to him tonight. A lot's going on. A lot's coming up in Plainfield and everything. First and foremost, shout out to everybody, man, that just showed love. Sending a lot of love because we got an event coming up. All right, we got an event coming up July 4th in the city of Plainfield. It's going down. It's the official City of Plainfield Presents 4th of July America in Color celebration. Yes, and it's going down. It's going down at Cedarbrook Park, 4 p.m. 4 p.m. sharp, Cedarbrook Park. Get there early with your lawn chairs and all of that. All right, we got some people that's going to be in the building. Shout out to the host, artist, Miss Jones of 94.7 The Block, Pix 11. She will be in the building doing what she does and headlining the show. First time in Plainfield ever, flying into the city of Plainfield to give us a show is the legendary Shirley Jones of the Jones Girls. You know the songs, You Gonna Make Me Love Somebody Else, Nights Over Egypt, A Dance Turned Into a Romance, all of them joints. She doing all her joints. First time in the city of Plainfield. Legendary DJ, the Caribbean vibes. You know who I'm talking about. Bobby Condas. Bobby Condas will be rocking the stage at the city of Plainfield, Cedarbrook Park, along with his partner, Lando Hype, Massive B Sound will be in the building, and we got house music sensation Kamora Lovelace going to be doing her joint. When will our love begin? You know it. She can sing it better than I can. She going to be in the building doing what she does. And if you like that Latino salsa flavor, we got a dope salsa band. The Swing Camo Band is going to be in the building. Dope R&B band. The Impact Band is going to be on that stage in the building. And straight from the Tamarind Hall show, y'all seen them on the Tamarind Hall show, the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club will be rocking out on that stage. And also Line Dance Queen, Crystal Ballum, will be rocking out. And yours truly will be on that stage doing what I do. DJ Storm Norm and friends will be setting the tone, providing the music of the evening. We got some special guests rolling through. So make sure y'all check that out. All right, again, that's July 4th, Cedarbrook Park. Also, the week after the 4th, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, your boy, DJ Storm Norm, would be on Pix 11, New York's very own Pix 11. Shout out to Miss Jones and Dan and Hazel and everybody over there at Pix 11. I'll be on there doing what I do and talking to the people, man. They, giving me my shine, my interview. So shout out to them on Pix 11. So that'll be the week after the 4th. So make sure y'all tune in for that, all right? Now, I got a special guest in the building. I know this man for a long time. I thought I'd grind. I thought I was hustling and grinding and all of that and doing what I do. But, man, nobody grinds like this cat right here. Nobody. I haven't seen anybody grind like him. He's always moving. He's always shaking. He's always making things happen. I'm going to welcome him to the BKS1 radio platform, the Storm Warning Show. All right. Author, filmmaker, entrepreneur, J.M. Benjamin. Let's welcome him to the show. All right? Let's clap it up for J.M. Benjamin. Talking that mic, brother.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Listen. I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad you made it. I know you're a busy man like myself, and a lot's been going on with you, brother. I seen you resurface in the city of Plainfield for the election. You was doing your thing. You was making moves, but also you was highlighting a lot of businesses in Plainfield. So we definitely gonna talk about that. What's been going on with you, and just first and foremost, how you been, bro?
I've been great, man. I've been blessed, first and foremost.
Yeah, definitely. And they said talking to Mike, so we can hear.
Oh, definitely, yeah, man. Just been blessed,
Yeah.
Doing, in spite of it all.
Yeah, you always been doing your thing, man. And I know you came out the gate just writing books, many books. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you your props because you've been doing your thing. When I see this repertoire right here, when I see that catalog of books, brother, and they call them urban tales or whatever you want to call them and everything, you've been doing your thing. You stay busy, but tell the world where your passion for writing books even came from, for just writing.
The passion came when I was incarcerated. I was in federal prison, and this elderly Caucasian woman, man, 60-plus years old, there's always somebody that sees something in us before we do, right, or when we don't. And, she, of course, the seed was always there, traveling back in time throughout the years. I had to, everybody got their story, when I was a kid, I always wanted to ride drink. That's not my story. That's not my backdrop. My backdrop was, I'm trying to get all this money. I'm trying to die with a badge of honor, street tale, a foolish tale, but nonetheless, it was my foolish tale.
Right.
Until, the Creator blessed me with a much more wiser one. And, but the context and the content and the fuel and inspiration, all of those things, man, all of the elements that I put ink to paper, that I used to put ink to paper, came from right up out of here, man, the heart of Plainfield, New Jersey, man, right? Yeah. Stemming from the projects, both sides, just the city. I don't even want to, put a ceiling on it, man. I am a product, and I am a beanstalk of the seed of Plainfield.
Facts.
You feel me? So, that's where it really came from. The creator planted that seed. This was my jungle. This was my village. No matter how broken, no matter how strong or weak, like it was mine.
Right.
Right. And we creatures of habitat, man.
What was the first book you published?
First book came out was Down in the Dirty. I didn't publish. Oh, great question. I answered that incorrectly. My first book that I ever published, with the help of my day one, Money Kev, Kevin White, and my
Shout out to
brother,
Kev.
no doubt, and Peter Pan, JS Sports, man. With their finances, the information that I acquired, from the books that the counselor had given me, my joint, My Mans in Them, was the first book that, gave me the confidence, like, man, I could do this like the majors do it. If the majors don't want me, I can make myself become my own major. I've been major.
Right.
And if you notice, the cover has, oh, man, come on, they go Money Kev, they go Pete, they go Chet, they go Dama, they go Crush.
You see, I'm ready.
You feel me? That's the original joint, because the revised cover is a gray version, but I took that picture, that day, man, and, those buildings are no longer here.
Right.
So that cover, that book is what my movie is based on. The movie Out the Gate that I did in Indianapolis, Indiana, is based on My Mans in Them, which is a book that was fueled by the lessons and blessings, that I acquired up out of these streets of Plainfield, man.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, you got in the films, too. Like, what was the first time that you said, you know what? I'm gonna take my books and I'm gonna turn it into a movie. I'm gonna turn it into film. Like, what inspired you to turn it into a film? Cinematic.
So again, when we talk about the core of it all, when I was still in the building, I had already saw it. Again, we got to know the exit before we end. I saw it.
Right.
I saw me. My finale on the screen. But when I came home, life, and everything moving at a rapid pace, I came home to over 200 book signings and was responsible for getting to them on my own, man. You know what I mean? With the help of my brother, the blessing of my brother, just the way we moved that product up and down the highways, the interstate, city, state to state, Midwest, South, whatever.
Right.
Man, we hopped in the whip, equal opportunity, man.
Right.
We used to have a death sentence in the trunk.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Now we pushed up that joint, man. Police pull us over, we could get them high, man.
Yeah, that's the new hustle.
You feel me?
Yeah,
definitely. I never switched it up, man. I never said I was a changed dude, man. I just said I make better choices and decisions, man.
A better product.
Yeah, better product. You know what I mean? That wasn't detrimental to my freedom or my health, man.
Facts.
Or my life. But movie-wise, I'm going to tell you how I really, who turned this light switch. There's always somebody seeing something, man.
Right.
And I remember I opened up the bookstore downtown on Front Street when I first came home, actually July 3rd, 2006. I came home 4th of July weekend. It fell on a weekend. And there was no African-American bookstore in the city. And Butch Webb had a barbershop downtown. And I did my first book signing, man, straight out the building, man. Moms and them came in from the Midwest, met me outside, boom. And ultimately did the sign and killed them like over 400 books in the city.
Wow.
Same day home. I knew I wasn't going back to the, you know what I mean?
Right.
What put me there. So ultimately, I said that day, like, man, next year is going to be a bookstore downtown. I'm going to own that joint. So on July 3rd, 2007, you know what I mean, I hopped on it. And then July 2008, you know what I mean, I launched a new independent publishing company. And just every July 3rd, my independence, man, and, not to say it's all been peachy cream, because I took my hits. But ultimately, that year of 2009, the Courier News did an article and it said, author brings bookstore to the city. And that caught the attention of Alric Brown, who was a Sundance Film Festival winner, award winner, and also the NYU film professor.
Right.
Right here, product of Plainfield, New Jersey, man.
Right.
People don't even know that, man. Spike Lee guy, he's a space Spike guy.
Right.
And Lamar Maxon, man, a nonstop show group in the Queen City Film Festival, New Jersey, man. Man, these guys, man, they came to my store, they read the article. We from different sides of the spectrum,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
They walk in the light, I stayed in the darkness,
Right.
you feel me?
Right.
So, they heard, the stories, not just of me, but the dark, and they know I came from it. And they came in my store, and they asked me if I had the chance to see one of my books on the screen, which would it be?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't choose my bestseller. I chose what was dear to me, what I felt the city would embrace. I didn't even think about the whole world.
Right.
I just want the city to see it. You feel me?
Right.
And I chose my mans in them. And it was then, man, that I got to see Hollywood. See, there's 3 elements in film production: pre-production, production, and post-production.
Right.
And I saw these brothers. So now I got to tell a story. So we went on the hunt for the bag. I'm used to, getting the bag. Like, give me the product, I'm going to shake it.
Right.
These brothers had a different way. They showed me a different way to hustle and grind.
Right.
We in front of multi-millionaires, people with the bag, and we putting in front of them what's called pitch decks. You know what I mean? We getting in-person meetings for 7 figures. These brothers, I was sitting on 6 figures at the time. These brothers had already did films, so they said we needed 7. All right, cool, we need 7.
Right.
And we went in search of it, man, and they tracked it down. And then Hurricane Sandy hit the East Coast, and that changed all of our lives forever. I come from world disasters.
Right.
You know what I mean? Steal my stash, take my pack, I get knocked off.
Right.
I got to figure this out, man. I got to get back on.
Right.
These brothers was trying to figure it out. How do they recover?
So, okay. So now, what's some of the biggest opposition you face? Because we both from a city where there are people that love you and support you, and there are people that hate you and don't want to see you do well. So when you talk about opposition, especially when you're trying to make a film, and you writing books, you need people to support you, buy your books, check out your movies. You got a premiere coming up and everything. Like, what's some of the opposition that you face, and what's some of the misconceptions about you that you want to clear up, and you want people to know this about you? Talk to me.
So, one, see, I come from, I never limited myself to the city. Since a kid. Like, I've been drug trafficking since a teenager. You feel me? Since 14 years old.
Right.
I went to adult prison in North Carolina at 15 years old. I was getting money in South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia as a teenager. Expanded as I got older. By the time I was 21, I was wanted by the state and the federal authorities. Okay. I'm on the run. I'm city, state to state.
Right.
You know what I mean? Point being, it's just like with our parents. We can't help. We can't pick and choose our parents. I didn't pick my village. I didn't choose my village. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the tools that I obtained up out of the village and the information, everything, you know what I mean, enabled me, like every Plainfielder, everybody from the Queen City, when we leave this city, they love us. They embrace us. They see the godliness and the greatness in us. I've been all over, man. Somebody from Plainfield. I was in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I was in, Iowa. I was in Council Bluff, Iowa. the man.
They got black folks out there?
Listen, man. He was running the hotel. Say, you from Plainfield? I said, what you know, man? I'm from Johnson Ave. Point being, man, I rep the city. I put on my back, my shoulders, my neck, and everything, man. But I never rely on the city to support me. I rely on the people who see me for me.
Right.
Everybody comes from something where they know me.
Right.
They know you, so they can't fathom that, like, nah, that's Squirm. That's Mustafa. Whatever they remember. Some people just want to remember me there. They want to remember the block beefs, the street wars, the misunderstandings, the disagreements. I'm so far removed from that, man. You feel me? So when I came back home during this time, my decision, I made a decision to support who I supported for my own personal reason. That's everybody's right. But I came home. I used this as a great opportunity. I said I never would return home unless I could do something major. Anybody, my closest, they know that. There's a bunch of people that can contest to that.
I feel what you're saying because, you know, even like with myself, with what I do, a lot of people's like, nah, do what you're doing in New York or do what you're doing in Cali. Come out to Cali. Yo, come out to LA, yo. They'll embrace you, blah, 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 and everything. But I always had this certain love for my city, for Plainfield. And I seen so much greatness come from this city, right? And it's funny, when we grow up, it's funny, a lot of people, even like when we coming up, some people, when I was coming up that I may have had problems with or whatever like that, I see them in the street now, so I love and everything. Because people, you grow. And that's the key word, grow. Maturing. You know what I'm saying? It's like if any of us is doing the same things negatively that we was doing when we was teenagers, then the problem is nobody else. It's ourselves. You know, and the fact that you became an agent of change speaks volumes. And people got to start respecting that people do change. People do move out of the darkness and into the light. So people got to start respecting that and see it for what it is. When I see all these books that you've done, bro, I can write. I've never published a book. Now, I'm in other people's published books, you know, stories about me, whatever. I'm in other people's published books, but, you know, I never published a book. You know, I was making music and doing records and things of that nature. So I respect that whole craft and the fact of you've turned your books into films. That speaks volumes about your character. And then I see other things you're doing in the community, and you know, I'm like, wow, okay. You talk about a 360. When I see this and saw that you was behind this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to talk about this. So it says presents Feed the Homeless. And shout out to everybody on the check-in. You got any questions or whatever, put it in the comment section. Peace and blessings to everybody. It says present Feed the Homeless, Sisters of Solomon. Talk to me about that.
Okay, so it's actually the Grow It Foundation, which is my nonprofit organization. I partnered up with the Sisters of Solomon, which is Bridget Rivers, Keedy Clark, and them.
Shout out to Bridget.
Absolutely. Shout out to Bridget. So how this came about, man, was prior to leaving Jersey, when I was here, when I had the bookstore, and then I left and came back, and these brothers, everybody know these brothers. You know, the same people that have been homeless for teen years. Don't matter who fault it is, where the blame lies, who can fix it. I'm a person of execution and conflict resolution. So I remember I was here before and during after COVID, and we had a cold winter, and I saw these brothers. Anyway, I did a blanket drive and a hoodie drive, and then I did, you know, soup and, you know, then food, you know, whatever I felt at the time. So fast tracking now, when I got back to the city and I saw these brothers and they told me they've been out here all this time, you know, it was a FYI to me, like, man, I gotta get these brothers some help. See, these are the things. It's not the things when the cameras are rolling or when social media is on. It's not something that I'm posting to be. You know what I mean? It's the things that go unnoticed that I want to even mention out of fear of blocking my blessings.
Right.
And my belief is called sadaqah, and that's zakat, which is charity, and an act of kindness, and you don't put a name on it or a reason for it. So, that feeding the homeless, and we're also doing free haircuts. Shout out to Surge, man, the 3H Barbershop and all that. That's going to be coming out. Man, we was trying to get them showers and everything, So bringing it to a full, anything you see me do, man, in the city is to answer the complainers and the alleged gatekeepers and the naysayers and all of that and the buzz around and in Plainfield. See, I went back to the beginning of when that page first was founded. Before I came over here, before I decided to do anything, return back to this soil, I want to know the texture of the soil. I remember seeing people in there like, damn, what happened to, how did it get to this?
Right.
So that already got into something. I was just that water, that soil that grew it and festered it into what it became.
Right.
The negative weeds in the garden. And not to take away from the weeds, because the weeds are necessary. That's what my program is about, grow it. It's a youth advocacy and reentry program. But what it's about is about how, like, we either take the seed and plant it or we replant it. And we need a lot of replanting in the city. A lot of us, man, the soil wasn't right. A lot of us didn't get the proper nutrients, man, and minerals. A lot of our shit, we ain't even make it out the soil. We think we doing, you still up under the dirt. You thinking you done flourish, you didn't even bud.
Right.
This shit look like I'm on the beanstalk. I'm just getting started. I ain't even bloomed yet.
Right.
So I'm back, man, because I'm back in a city that I took so much from. There's an unpaid debt to the Queen City that I owe, just like to my mom's. I owe turning her tears of pain into tears of joy. I owe her that. I was a major contributor to the destruction of not only the new projects, but the city and other cities worldwide. So I need to be a part of the construction, the upliftment and the growth and development.
Facts.
Come on, man, from the projects. 10th grade dropout, man. From Plainfield. Man, from the forgotten part of the city, still to this day, they still talking about we forgotten. Those who have been forgotten, man, don't remember me. I'm the voice for the voiceless. This is why I'm back. When have y'all ever seen anybody get straight to where I got to? If nothing else, they know my name. When I say I shook the bell, I from the block to the boardroom.
Right.
I'm shaking the tree.
Right.
Everybody held accountable.
Right.
Nobody want to be held accountable, man. Everybody want to point the fingers. I'm 50. I'm about to be 52. 4 pointing back at me.
Wow.
4 pointing back at me. I got 40 years of Plainfield streets. 12 years old, I came off the porch. 14. You feel me?
But see, this is why. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to have you on the platform and everything, because this is what people need to hear. Because, again, man, like, we all hear that nobody's perfect. We all hear that everybody makes mistakes or whatever. But sometimes people don't let you grow beyond your mistakes. And I've seen that a lot, not with just myself.
I got to cut you right there, and don't lose your thought. But just imagine this, man, because you asked me about the opposition. I got tough skin. I've never, in the history of social media, since MySpace came out, I came home with MySpace.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Never have you ever seen me entertain, say anything. That's not my thing. I'd be too busy. It looked like I'd be on social media.
Right.
Nah, that's not even a fingernail of what I do in real time. But I say that to say that, we talk about, condemning and, things of that nature. So, something that arose where I went back to jail, and it was something that I never really fully touched on. But with my son coming home after serving like 5 years, man, after being a college kid and, just making a poor choice and decision to bring a firearm into a store. You know what I mean? Emotional young brother. Point being, man, I didn't know, unbeknownst to me, 2018, New Jersey stated no more bail. You use a point system. We're going to use your... See, this is what we need to know. Education, information. Unbeknownst to me, there was no more bail in New Jersey. 2018. So we get arrested in Atlantic City. Me, some young brothers that I brought from over in that rappers, never been to jail, like was spooked.
Right.
You know what I mean? They wound up being let go, but they held me for 10 and a half months because of my record, because they thought that the weapon was mine. They thought that my son was trying to take the weight from me. Ultimately, that wasn't the case, but, you know, just misconceptions and things like I put myself, I did put myself in that line of fire. The one thing I was guilty of was poor parenting. I was guilty of that. I failed my son because I knew he carried. I knew. That was the only charge, the crime that I was guilty of. On that offense. Type jump. And I was exonerated on the charges. Just wanted to put that out there.
No. And that's why, I want you to clear up any misconceptions or whatever. And because, again, I open this platform to anybody from my city. You know, anybody hit me up and be like, yo, I got something I want to talk about, or I got something I want to promote or whatever. So it's you know, I've seen things, you know, especially throughout this election, which was crazy. I didn't get involved with none of it. If you notice, I stopped posting about Trump, Biden, Musk. I stopped. You know, I used to put up a lot of political posts in this. If you see my page now, it's about music, love, and all of that, because, you know, I definitely don't get into politics, even though I love a lot of the people that's in politics in Plainfield. I got love for on both sides of the aisle. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And
I got love for Richard Wyatt, man. I want that to be clear. You feel me?
But see, here's the thing about our city, right? Our city is always going to be great regardless. And this is how I feel. This is why I still decided in my life to stay here and work within the community and everything like that, because the city's going to be great regardless. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I see the councilmen and the councilwomen and all, they all love this city, right? The mayor Mapp.
No question.
Richard Wyatt.
Absolutely. Terry Briggs.
Terry. Bridget. They love. Everybody loves this city. That's one thing all of them got in common, right?
We all got in common. Absolutely.
And it's funny because the thing is, with when you talk about politics and everything, everybody has their own way they want to do things.
No doubt.
But it don't take away from the fact that they love the city.
No doubt.
And
I always say that, I've been saying the whole time, that all parties that ran are necessary for the village, no matter what chair they hold, chair or not. Man, we hold our own chair. You feel me? I was just sharing with the sister earlier. She asked me a vital question like, who do you see yourself being? What do you want to be, and what do you want to embark on in the city? You know what I mean? And the first thing I said, I want to be the voice of the people. I want to, from the block to the boardroom, I want to be that mediator, that advocate, that if something is about to happen, I can stop it.
Right.
I know the people that can stop it.
Right.
You know, on both ends of the spectrum.
Right.
If we go through police brutality, whatever it is, y'all stand down. Just get him off the force.
Right.
Get her off the force.
Right.
I want to be able to have that. 2, I want to be able, man, when they come home, man, I want to beat the block. I could beat the block right now. I could offer our youth something more attractive and appealing than the block.
Absolutely. There's so much more out there. And that's the thing. When sometimes if all you know is the block and nobody exposed you to anything else, this is a big world out here.
All they're leading you to believe is this is all you know. See, I come from that. I remember when Officer Frank Wilson, Detective Frank Wilson, used to pull out, used to be reading the newspaper. He used to pull out, like, I could tell you smart, man, you reading and everything. Like, won't you do something with that? And I used to say it, like, just as a mockery, man, that's all I know.
You know what I would like to see, bro? I would like to see some type of program created, right? Whereas because it's funny because when I see certain brothers on the block that I know, and you know they all give me love and they give me a lot of respect around my way, and it's like when I ask a question, yo, y'all ever been to Jamaica? Or y'all ever been to Puerto Rico? You ever been to Canada? You ever been? And most of them, some of them, never been outside of Plainfield or like Newark, Essex County.
No,
that's the furthest they've been.
Man.
And it's crazy. And I'm like, wow. But imagine, right, you take a group of those brothers and you put them, you send them to Jamaica or the beaches of Puerto Rico or something, you know, real nice, just a whole different atmosphere, whatever, and just let them see how other people are living and enjoying themselves or whatever. You know, let them get that all-inclusive meal and everything. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is once you expose, you know, people that, you know, has been put in a dark corner, once you expose them to more light, they start craving that. Look at you, look at yourself. You crave the light after a while because all this you telling me, like a lot of this, I didn't even know. Because every time me and you cross paths, it's always been love and what's up and respect. So I've never seen all of that. You know what I'm saying? I hear things, whatever like that, but I don't go by what I hear.
No question.
I believe in talking to the man about whatever.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm having you, you know, on my show today. And you got some things happening in the city. I know you got a premiere about the pop and everything.
July 3rd, definitely.
You said July 3rd, right?
July 3rd.
So this is going down in the city of Plainfield.
City of Plainfield. You know, I came on July 3rd. That's what this July 3rd is about, man.
Yes.
You know, right here, you know, even with this, you know, respectfully, because we have other filmmakers in the city and all that, I learned from Lamar Max and Patrick E. Coker, man. Patrick Coker wrote and directed Tales, a lot of the Tales series for the late Irv Gotti, man, R.I.P. Irv Gotti.
Shout out to Irv.
I learned from these brothers, man, in a Hollywood style. So all of this, I expect it to be said. Like, man, I don't know how it looked, you know, in Hollywood, but if I imagine it, Jay and Benjamin brought it to the city, man. This is something. Got a venue that can hold 600 to 800 people, man. You're getting complimentary books. You're getting. You got VIP sections, bottles, 8-seaters. We got wristbands, you know, for the upper level. We're going to have monitors up there showing the movie. We're going to have a big screen downstairs, unlimited food and drinks upstairs, full bar.
Wait. You said unlimited food and drinks?
Upstairs, no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt with the wristbands,
right.
indeed. You know, and again, we got DJ Quad, man. You know what I mean? Quad coming to rock the house again, you know, for me, man. And also we doing the after party at Hugo's. You got to have a wristband, you know, just because it's 2 to 10 at the bank on Park. And then after that, we're going to do 10 to 2 a.m. at Hugo's, man. And we're going to make, again, you know, Plainfield establishments, man, look no different than New York, L.A., Atlanta,
right.
You know.
And this is why this is definitely something to support because I look at when they do and shout out to all my peeps in Newark and everything, but when a filmmaker from Newark put something together and have a premiere at that spot, I forgot the spot they use in Springfield, the multiplex, right, Springfield Avenue.
Yep.
Yeah, when they put something together, it's like they all show up and come out and support and everything. In our city, Plainfield, we got to start doing that, man. Put whatever aside and whatever and come on out and support and just have a good time. That's my whole thing, period, right now in life, especially that I'm getting older and I go to the doctor sometimes and I don't hear such good news all the time or whatever like that. I'm like, life is short, man. And what we have, you know, left to experience, we need to have good memories, good times and all that, and just support and come out and enjoy and network and fellowship, whatever you want to call it, and just bond and just praise what somebody else is doing without being afraid to be like, oh, yeah, this was good, bro. No. Make that praise loud in public.
Absolutely.
Like we do the negative stuff.
Absolutely. Definitely highlight that.
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying? So
when you mentioned the multiplex, a colleague of mine, Al Sadiq Banks, he wrote the Block Party series. He did a movie on one of his books called Sincerely Yours. Last year, October, he did the premiere there, and I flew in and went. This man rented out 8 theaters, man. Packed. He had DJ Naeem in the lobby, man. Junk was like sensations back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, that's the energy I'm looking for the city, man.
Right.
That's the energy, man. Come out. Right, wrong, and different. Come out, man. This is a community. This is for our city to acknowledge that, man, we put on like other major areas because we are major, man. So I encourage you all, to tap into this.
So it's Out the Gate, the movie.
Based on
best-selling novel, My Mans and Them. All right. Red carpet premiere, July 3rd. All right. It's going down. Bank on Park. 202 Park Avenue, Plainfield, New Jersey. All right, so again, general admission is $60.
Tickets on Eventbrite. I got physical tickets.
Right.
The DJ Quad got tickets. We got tickets. Anybody that want to, help with the tickets, want to come join the promo team. There's, business opportunities, hustle entrepreneur opportunities. Vendors,
right?
Facts. Yep, vendors. Tap in, call the number, all that. Like, this is for Plainfield. This is not for me to fill my pockets. This is nothing like that. This is for us to eat. Everything that I do is going to be an opportunity for the entrepreneurs. That's what I represent and advocate for. I advocate for, I don't have a 9-to-5 history.
Right.
I don't have a mindset like that. I'm not wired like that. I remember, man, it doesn't matter. In the streets, we made so much money. The neighborhoods out here, man, in the 80s and 90s. Equal opportunity. I'm offering the opportunity for y'all to get money with me, around me, over me. Like, everybody talk about affordable housing not being affordable. I'm just trying to bring another source of income in for everybody. I need bartenders. I need bottle servers. I need valet parkers. Just anything, man. I need servers. I need cleanup, setup. All of this. These are job opportunities. These are hustles, getting paid same day. Money in your pocket. Not going to jail. Don't got to worry about no shots ringing out, who you beefing with, none of that.
Right.
You don't have to bring no resume. Just bring your energy. Bring your energy and your work ethics and your etiquettes and make sure they mesh with the brand and the movement.
Yeah, facts, man. Facts. Bro, I see you out there. Like I said, all I see right now is just you out there moving, making moves and positive moves and everything. And it's crazy how people don't even know. Like, I remember when Wendy Williams on her show was like, yeah, over the weekend, and I read a book by J.M. Benjamin. Everybody, I was like, whoa. But you know me, I ain't just talking about it. I got the clip. Here's the clip right here, y'all.
Oh, please. Welcome to Monday, All Hot Topics. I hope you had a gorgeous weekend. Me, myself, the weather was beautiful here in New York, and I stayed in the house the whole time. I got a lot accomplished, time with the boy. I finished my book, Down in the Dirty, by J.M. Benjamin. Oh, 4 girls, they're all attractive, and they trap guys off. Like, one is having the sex, while the other 3 are robbing him dirty. Oh, please.
Listen, people don't know. I'm telling you right here, it's funny how, one thing we should always do is tell each other's story, positive story. You know what I'm saying? It's like I would share a positive story about you. You would share a positive story about me. Because I don't like to talk about a lot of my accomplishments, right? So other people do it. Because, I've done what I've done, and that's it. I'm blessed to wake up every morning. So it's just like it's like you've accomplished a lot. But a lot of people don't know, or maybe they do know and they try to sweep it under the water or whatever like that. And be like, that's just JM, or that's just Norm. But people got to start singing each other's praises.
Absolutely.
Give somebody their props. And, you know, when you do great, say, I'm proud of you, brother. And I'm glad you're here because I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
That, man.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Let me share this, man. Like, because you're right. There's things that people wouldn't know. For example, people may not know that I went from independent to being signed to the #1 publishing house in the country, man, and got my books in Walmart and Target and Stop and Shop and audio books and libraries all over the world, man. You know, I'm a kid from the projects from Plainfield, New Jersey, man.
Facts.
You feel me? No, those things there, man. I'm an award-winning filmmaker, man. Won the Paul Robeson Award, you know, for best screenplay. You know, things of that nature.
I'm gonna read. Shout out to Kevin Lewis, Leslie Curry, Kevin Eldridge, Charles Dusan Parson. What's up, Dusan? Lucretia, Taylor Johnson, Councilwoman Julian Cherry.
Hey,
on the check-in. Dee Dee Graham. Dee Dee Graham said, "Can't make everyone happy, and can't dwell on the ones that dislike you. We have to move forward and grow. Time waits for no one."
Indeed.
Shout out to Lucretia. She said, shout out to Diane Moore Pender. Say hello, family, and family love forever.
What's up, Di?
Dee Dee said, giving back to the community. Lucretia said, there are times when you need to hear reality uncut without all the fluff. Thank you for the transparency. Much respect and love for your drive and giving back.
Appreciate that, Queen. Appreciate that.
C.T. Powell, the city is not going to be great regardless. The city needs a progressive leader. Hey, listen, that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But in the meanwhile, we can't.
I'm trying to lead.
Yeah,
I'm
we
leading by
got
example, baby.
we got to all lead.
Definitely.
You know, a lot of times we want to we looking for politicians to save us and everything. We got to get together and become community again and save ourselves.
Yeah, it's like we got
you know what I'm saying?
Ourselves,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for nobody to save me. You know, I'm at this point in my life where everything I know, I'm trying to save myself.
I would still be in the projects if I was thinking like that. Man.
But shout out to C.T. Powell, said, thank you, J.M. Benjamin. Dee Dee said, I'll be in town. She'll try to make it.
Indeed.
Leslie said, amen. And Leslie Curry said, I am really proud of him.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So you getting the
love,
Les
bro. Used to be one of the ones called police on me in the project. And I was just trying to feed my daughters.
She said, well, it's time.
No, thanks, though. She used to be in the window, like, where they putting them stashes at.
No doubt.
It's him again.
No doubt.
I appreciate you, Les. Thank you.
Al Sadiq Banks.
No doubt. That's the brother I was talking about, man. Did the premiere, man.
Salute.
Had 8 theaters, man. Packed them joints.
Salute.
Sound like him out.
Says salutations to my brother, J.M. Benjamin.
No doubt, man.
Listen, man. Again, like I said, it's a beautiful thing. But I remember you had another film out too. I think it was called
Moves We Make. That's what I'm saying. Lamar Master, Patrick Cole. That's
I got a clip.
From.
I got a clip.
One day the moves you be making.
Over 20 years? We had to buy the whole way here with the windows open.
It's gonna be over.
Yo, let me finish him, big bro.
Something happened. Somebody killed.
Check me.
I didn't do whatever it is that you think I did.
But that's not the only thing that we need to be worried about.
So what else is there? But don't shoot, I can't breathe, man. See you in the room.
You're gonna make the wrong move, and it's gonna be over.
They do and what was the reason, what was the importance of what they did, man. That's how I learned how to make a film. That's some shadowing, man.
So that was one of your films. I got a clip. I'm not sure which clip I got from Out the Gate.
No doubt.
And I'm gonna run that clip real quick and everything, and you could explain whatever. All right, here's the clip.
Back on the record, State of Indiana versus Malik Jones.
Smell that shit? Smells like natural.
I ain't gonna do it out like this.
Freeze, don't move.
So with the lawyer money. Since you got locked up, man, it's been mad.
14.
How long you been knowing your co-defendant, man?
Get me the fuck out of here. Did you really kill the plug like everybody is saying?
Thank you, Father God, for waking me up today and starting on my life.
What are your employment plans, Mr. Jones?
Guess who I just saw?
You understand the terms of your parole?
It's a lie. End up back here with me.
Malik, don't you go out that door.
Malik Jones. Be careful out here, okay?
Out the gate.
Salute. This is what I'm talking about. This is why y'all gotta come out, man, to the premiere. Support the brother, man. Support Plainfield. Support Jay and Benjamin. Come out to the Out the Gate premiere. That's July 3rd. It's going down at Park on Bank. That's Park Avenue. I'm gonna show y'all the flyer again, right here. All right. So that's July 3rd. It starts what time?
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
to 10 p.m.
And 2 p.m. is the red carpet.
2 p.m. red carpet.
All right.
Then from there, the movie will start at 4 p.m. From 4 to about 5:45. I'll give a little spill for about 15, 20 minutes. DJ Choir on the ones and twos. We're going to rock out till 10. We're going to transition over, for those who got the wristbands, we're going to transition over to Hugo's, man. We're just going to turn up. I got a lot of the cast members that's in the movie coming from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, never been over here before, man.
Nice.
I got some special guests in the film world and the literary world, you know what I mean, coming through. So really want them to, feel that energy, that Plainfield love, man. Like, just pop on out. I wrote, direct, and produced that in a backyard that I knew nothing about. And what y'all need to know is this, so y'all can understand the commitment. And had it not been for Plainfield, I couldn't have finished the race. This story couldn't be told if I didn't finish the race. But I started this out, and the city didn't receive me well. They don't take too kindly to outsiders. They don't take too kindly to themselves in town. So it was a major challenge for me. I wound up getting in like 40-something thousand and pulled the plug. Had to double back and start all the way from first dollar again. Ultimately pulled it out. So this is a remake. This movie was a remake. I didn't give up. I recast it. I repositioned myself. I re-strategized, you know what I mean? I rethought it all, you know what I mean? And it prevailed. And I got across the finish line.
So make sure y'all come out and support, man. Out the Gate. Premiere is July 3rd in the city of Plainfield. Coming out, support this brother. There's so many ways you can support this brother. I'm actually wearing one of his shirts right now, and my wife was like, "Why I didn't get her one?"
No.
So she wanted a large. I hope you got one in the car or something, because she gonna be mad if I come home without a shirt.
The crazy thing, I forgot that you grabbed one, so I was gonna bring you one in, but the duffel bag is in somebody else's car, so I got you. Definitely. I got you tomorrow for the missus, definitely.
Yeah, what size large? Size
I got
L.
it, definitely.
Love it. In L, he's gonna get you in the L.
Indeed.
All right,
and we got these on deck. Shout out to JS Sports Apparel. That's my brother. We trying to get not trying. I gotta stop saying that because we don't try anything. Man. We just do it. We think it. We do it. You think it. You dream it. You daydream about it. You could do it. If it's in your head, it wouldn't be put in our heads. See, that's the thing. If I see it, I just want to do it. However I seen it in my head, that's what I want to do, and that's what Out the Gate represents, man.
No doubt. So make sure y'all support. You could support him in so many ways. He got merch. On top of merch.
Grow It Foundation website.
Yes. Hold on.
I don't know if you know we got an active website. Say that. Come on, brother. BKS1 Radio, baby. Best kept secret in Plainfield and around the world, man. Definitely. Y'all share this.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that real quick.
So, again, we talk about the Grow It Foundation is, one, here we are in the garden that was created. Not just the garden state, but the garden that the Creator created. In the garden, we were taught and told that the weeds were bad and they killed everything and just die, and it was just everything negative. But that would mean the Creator made a mistake.
Right.
And He does not make any mistakes. So what Grow It is representing is teaching you your relevancy as a weed first, because you have to know who you are. We've been taught wrong. So we have to unlearn and relearn. My best way of thinking got me in. My new way of thinking keeps me out. So Grow It is first identification.
Right.
Then that process, everything holistic, like natural healing. You know what I mean? Tapping, this not about religion. You know what I mean? That spiritual healing, that mental healing. Then we talk about financial literacy and awareness. See, here it is. We talk about these books. We talk about these movies. We talk about speaking engagements, mentoring. I made 7 figures repeatedly 19 plus years after incarceration, and don't have that in land, property, capital, credit. Why? Because I didn't have no teachers to teach me money management. So although I made money in the streets, I've been making money. It's not a matter if I can make it, it's a matter if I can keep it.
Facts.
So this is about teaching not just our youth, but our adults in the city. Because we have financial illiterate individuals in the city. We have financially imprisoned individuals in the city that are closed-minded and that are not with growth and development.
Right.
We cannot deprive and starve our youth, our babies. We cannot keep feeding them processed and regurgitated food when there's much more healthier food of substance.
Facts.
I want to bring a better way of eating. We are what we eat. I want to feed my grandbaby here. My children are still here.
Right.
My cousins, my loved ones, their loved ones. We are unhealthy in the city, whether we want to admit it or not. I admitted it. Admittance is the first step. My drug of choice was criminality. Every day, rain, sleet, or snow, the show went on. So when you see me out there with the books, when you see me traveling, I just got off the plane. My little man missed me. He didn't understand why daddy over here trying to make a difference.
Right.
I had to go back and remind him who his dad is. Come on back here and do the homeless joint to remind the city who I am.
Right.
Y'all forgot who I am. Y'all let the politics fool you. It's over now, baby. The smoke clear and the dust settle. I ain't stopped. I didn't stop. Come on, join me. Join me.
Real quick, how'd you plant roots in Indianapolis?
My mom's, man. When I was in prison, she was out there. She flew in. She never missed a monthly visit. She just made sure, you know what I mean, as if she was in Plainfield. So when I got out, I got a pass to go out there. Ultimately fast-tracking how I really got out there. I moved from Jersey to Cali for Moves We Make. I went and represented the movie at the Hollywood Film Festival. Boom, it popped. I stayed out there. I met the sister that discovered Spike Lee, Miss Robbie Reed. You feel me?
Oh, Robbie Reed.
Man, she told me to stick around. I packed up everything, never came back.
Right.
My mom's lost her loved one, her husband, and that pushed me to Indy. And it was like no other animal, man. If I wasn't from Plainfield, I'm telling you, man, I couldn't have survived some of these jungles, man. They're open carry state. Man, the little kids got extendos with switches. Like, man, that's the norm. And I'm out there, I'm doing something they don't do. I'm setting up a tent and table with books and clothes. They like, yo, you ain't got no pole on you? Holy what? You know what I mean? But when you come from it, man, that's a universal language, man. And the language that I learned in the new projects and in Plainfield, I was able to speak it worldwide and be embraced.
Again, shout out to everybody on check-in. If you're just joining us, you're on the Storm Warning Show. All right, I'm here with my guest today, author, entrepreneur.
Real in the field, baby.
Yes, filmmaker J.M. Benjamin. He's here in the building. He has a movie premiere coming up July 3rd in the city of Plainfield. Listen, you get a lot for $60. I didn't see some of y'all spend $60 at the bar, just sitting there watching TV. All right, so come on out, support this brother. Again, all you can eat, all you can drink.
Party at 8, get you a table, 2 bottles and food.
Listen.
Plus gift bag, free book, free T-shirt.
You hear that? You hear that? And you get to see the movie.
Absolutely.
Out the gate.
You are going to, I don't know what you're going to be.
While supporting a great entrepreneur from your city of Plainfield. All right, so come on out and have a good time, y'all.
No doubt.
July 3rd. All right. Hopefully I'll be in the building. Hopefully I could be one of his special guests. Hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
Look, let's be clear, man, so we can put this out there. The Out the Gate red carpet movie premiere will be hosted by BKS1 Radio. Believe that. This is a Plainfield bred event. We putting on for the city. Right after that, we got July 4th, his event at the park. We back to back.
Shout out to the city.
I'm trying to do a pool party with the blow-up screen. I just got the prices for it, so might have my guy Sean Hartwell hosting the pool party, man, for the Out the Gate day party.
Dope. All right, you already know what it is. And then on July 4th, yes, the City of Plainfield presents. It's going down. Shout out to the City of Plainfield, the Love Plainfield Committee. Shout out to the BKS1 family and everything. It's going to be a great day in the City of Plainfield. 10 a.m. in the city on July 4th. It's the parade. All right, the annual parade is going down East Front Street. You already know what that is. And then listen, soon as that parade is over, get right down to Cedarbrook Park. Claim your position.
Right.
Trust me. Claim your position. Get down there. Set up your tents, your chairs, whatever y'all doing, whatever. Get your coolers and all of that ready. All right, because it's the official 4th of July America in Color celebration. All right, brought to you by the City of Plainfield. The host and artist of the day is none other than Miss Jones from 94.7 The Block and Pix 11 News. Your headliner for the evening. Headlining. First time in the City of Plainfield. Flying in is none other than the legendary Shirley Jones of the Jones Girls. Y'all know you're going to make me love somebody else. The original Who Can I Run To? That's who did it, not Escape.
Word.
It was the Jones Girls. Dance turned into a romance. All her hits, Nights Over Egypt. She's going to be doing them all. All right, and she's excited to come to the City of Plainfield. Listen, we're going to get our Caribbean vibe on. This is why it's called America in Color, because there's so many different colors to this whole concert at Cedarbrook Park on this 4th of July. For the Caribbean vibe, we got none other than the legendary DJ Bobby Condors going to set it off. All right, he's going to put us on the island. All right, so that's going down. House music sensation, Kamara Lovelace, going to be doing that hit. When Will Our Love Begin? Circles. She got some joints. And then listen, for the Latin vibe, this is why I'm trying to learn salsa and everything right now. For my wife, I'm trying to learn some salsa before the 4th. The Swing Combo Band going to be in the building. Dope salsa band. They're going to be in the building. And R&B band, one of Plainfield's own, the Impact Band. Shout out to Clarence. He's going to have his band out there rocking out. Those cats rock. All right, so dope R&B band. And then straight from the Terraman Hall show, you seen them on there, the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club will be doing what they do, bringing that joy and that fun, just rocking out. And also the line dance queen herself. She's been doing her thing with the line dancing all over. Crystal Ballum is going to be in the building. And then setting the whole tone throughout the day is going to be your boy, DJ Storm Norm, and friends going to be doing what we do. I want to create the park's biggest ever sing-along.
No doubt.
I want that whole park singing, vibing, and just having a good time.
No doubt.
All right?
No doubt.
All right? So we're going to have some fun. So make sure y'all come on out, have some fun. You know I'm going to be throwing out some T-shirts. I'm going to be throwing out some giveaways and stuff like that. I got some fans for some of y'all, too. I got them fans because I know y'all want to get y'all little on.
I may have the Plainfield fans by then.
Listen.
Tariff, man, they've been killing me, man.
Listen. And if anybody want me to shout them out and want to give me some giveaways to throw out, hit me up early and be like, no, we want to donate some giveaways, whatever like that. Hit me up, and I'll definitely be throwing out some giveaways while I'm up there doing my set and having some fun with y'all. All right, so it's going to be a great day in the city of Plainfield. And, again, we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight on the Storm Warning Show. All right, BKS1 Radio. And, again, as I always say, shout out to my partner. She couldn't make it this evening. She had to take care of some business. All right. Shout out to my partner, Hurricane Kiss. You know Hurricane Kiss, 1/3 of the R&B group Allure. But she'll be back next week, and she'll also be rocking out with us on the 4th of July at the park event, Cedarbrook Park. All right. So, again, as we always say, this show is never about us. It's always about you because you are the next best kept secret. I'll see y'all next week. Get to that premiere July 3rd in the city of Plainfield. All right? It's going down. The Out the Gate premiere is going down. All right? So y'all make sure y'all get to that. Again, here's the flyer. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Peace. Peace.